Making a buzz right now, new news on the anti-bullying documentary Bully. As you may know, the film's rating has been the center of a huge controversy after the Motion Picture Association of America slapped it with an R rating for some language in the film.
And critics of the rating argued it would keep the kids who need to see it most from going. An online petition to drop the rating to PG-13 got nearly 500,000 signatures. Well, today the company releasing the film decided to release it as an unrated film instead of going with the R.
Joining us to discuss this topic and a whole lot more, today's guest, the president of the Phoenix Film Critics Society, David Ramsey. David, what is this unrated decision? What does that mean?
It basically just means they decided not to accept the decision that the MPAA put on it as an R rating. So unrated doesn't mean that it's any worse than any other rating. It just means they elected not to do it. Normally an R-rated or independent films, if they get an R and they want a PG-13, that is one of their recourses. This is a small film, only going to show in certain theaters anyway. A national chain will not show unrated films on a regular basis, so it may hurt them.
That was my other question. If people aren't going to show this, is there a chance we may not even see it in the Valley? Are there theaters that will pick it up, big chains, small chains? How does this work?
Well, this is going to be a small theater anyway. It's the kind of film that will open at either the Valley Art or the Camel View or something like that for a few weeks. If it does a lot of money, it may go bigger, but I don't think it will. And the big chains, a lot of newspapers, for example, won't let a movie be advertised that is not rated. So that could be a little bit of a problem for them. All it basically means is they choose to let people decide whether they want to bring their kids in or not. The theaters now don't have to abide by the fact that it's R-rated. It's up to them whether they let kids in or not.
And you know, so many people argue, you know, this is an epidemic. Bullying is such a big problem. Bullying, statistics.org, over half of adolescents and teens have been bullied online. Cyberbullying we hear about. And a lot of folks are saying, you know what? Put it on YouTube, distribute it that way, and let it go viral, and then don't even worry about the rating or films picking it up. Let folks watch it on their iPads.
Well, that's an idea. They also want it to be played in schools as much as possible. I don't think the kids who need to see it are going to go anyway. Because, well, I mean, the kids doing the bullying, or some of the kids who should see it, they don't believe they're bullying anyone, so the odds of them going are limited. Mostly you're going to get the kids who have already been bullied or think they're being bullied that will go see it. And hopefully it'll give them some, I haven't seen the movie yet, I'll see it next week, so I'll know more about it, but hopefully it'll give them some recourse of what to do. It's an interesting decision by Weinstein, but they are, you know, they're kind of rebels in what they do.
Well, maybe it's a situation where, you know, a parent needs to at least take a look at it, or it needs to be readily available for a parent to look at it, so the parent can take it home or take the kid to the theater and say, let's watch this, little Johnny. You know?
Well, that's the same thing with the R rating. I mean, that's why the parents would have to go. Okay. And it's interesting when you talk about R ratings. There's some words that you can use once in a PG-13. You use it 2 or 3 times and it becomes an R. Doesn't change anything about the movie, just that one, and some words you can't use at all. So it's just interesting how the rating system works.
Yeah, let's get to what you guys are saying. You're certainly sounding off about this movie. Whitney says, I think this is a powerful film that should be seen by all of our youth. Too many young people are committing suicide as a result of bullying.
And Melissa Williams sounding off, saying, I will watch it first, then judge.
And we have Brandon Slayton saying a documentary about bullying should be rated R, but for purposes of marketing the movie and getting viewers, I can see why they went to no rating.
And James Everett writing in saying, responsible parents will have learned already to screen a movie before taking their kids. I will screen it, and if appropriate, I will rent it to show my kid.
All righty, we will continue that debate, and we encourage you to continue it online as well. Other stories.